Hi, I'm on the floor again. It's my government-designated floor time. Anyway, Bruins lost 3-2 to the Edmonton Oilers in overtime. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. Uh, what a way to end the five game West Coast road trip. The honestly, this game was a lot more frustrating than it needed to be. Yes, we had really sweet. We had that really sweet Elias Lindholm shot that ricocheted off of Leon Draisaitl's stick for the 1-0 goal. Like less than a minute and a half in, and then Mark Kastlik just decided to devour Matthias Janmark and walk in for the second goal near the end of the first period. But the rest of the game was just maddening. I had said that I had talked about the Bruins. I had talked about it wouldn't be the worst thing if the Bruins ended this road trip getting 5 out of 10 points, and that's what they did. They got 5 out of 10 points, and they looked really strong in the Vancouver and the Calgary games. Hell, even in the Winnipeg and the Seattle games, they looked at least competitive until they very certainly didn't. And for this one, it was they had a good first period, and then the wheels fell off. And admittedly, it was kind of a whole team implosion. And there was Zadorov with a bad penalty. There was Swayman allowing a lazy 5-hole shot to go through. There was Pastrnak with a wide open shot on a breakaway. Oh my God! How do you not deke out Stuart Skinner there? This team ebbs and flows in such weird ways, and oftentimes it ends up being, and oftentimes, the what am I trying to say? It is early. 8 o'clock isn't really early, but still. Well, the Bruins in this game, they were meh. They were meh. Admittedly, I passed out near the end of the second period and was like halfway comatose by by overtime. But this team, the entire time, I couldn't help but think this was a completely avoidable loss. And I know Edmonton has some of the best offense in the entire league year in, year out. Connor McDavid is still one of the best players to ever set foot on NHL ice. Yes. That doesn't mean that the Bruins should not beat the Oilers. The Oilers, they're decent. The Bruins are also decent, but ultimately the Bruins can absolutely leverage a better defense. I would argue that Charlie McAvoy is much less much less of an overpaid defenseman than Darnell Nurse is. Freaking 9.25 for him for like the next 5 or 6. They are going to languish on that contract. Right. But ultimately, the Bruins, this game, I wanted them to end the West Coast trip with a bang. They ended it with a whimper. It was the Bruins starting to generate momentum as a team that could potentially stick it out in tough situations, I mean, shit. They've had 2 games this 2 games since Sacco came into the fold as head coach, that they've had 2 games that they've come back down came back from being down 2 goals, and that is the fight that I love to see with this team. The one thing the one knock that Monty had against him that I would say persisted through the entire tenure was that he consistently played with the lead. He didn't entirely know how to coach with a deficit. He was just constantly on the. He was never pushed up against the wall by a team and had to claw back from being down multiple goals. And Sacco, he's been able to make this team push themselves in that direction. And then this game happened, and it felt like a lot of the bad tendencies that sprouted up at the start of the season were coming back. And I hope to God that that's just travel fatigue and not indicative of anything more serious, more seriously wrong with this team. I mean, they're coming back here tomorrow against Buffalo, so you have a cakewalk opponent, and you have a team that's lost like 11 in a row, and it's so why not try and get. So you can only hope that a loss like this, where they have a 2-goal lead and slowly piss it away over the course of 45 minutes, really, because over the course of 45 minutes, you can only hope that that's just a fluke. You can only hope that isn't indicative of a bigger problem with this team. But that's really it. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably on Sunday. I'm gonna have a full night on Saturday. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care.